Hello, you awesome friends. This is your pal, Edward's here speaking, and this is the Edward with the raspy voice edition. Just to let you know, I actually lost my voice yesterday, and I thought it's probably not a good idea to do a LinkedIn Live. And then last minute, I just decided to do a LinkedIn Live anyway, because I do have a Zoom tonight as well. So probably going to lose my voice during this live, but whatever the case is, I just had to say hello to you amazing people. Now, of course, I am watching this live, and look at that. That's what I love about LinkedIn. What I love about LinkedIn is you start your live, the delay's down to about 10, 15 seconds. So the first thing I'm going to do is just say hello to you amazing people. If you just come in, like, share, comment right now and say hello. And yeah, this is one of my regular lives where we just talk about everything and anything LinkedIn. And got any questions? I want to know about it. Let me know what you think. I want to hear from you. Like, share, comment, make sure you follow Lassie as well. First things first, do you like my new background? This background is from our Melbourne meetup on Friday. And look at that. Sean Tucker and Karim Boktor, our leaders in Melbourne, done a great job. And for those around the world, Melbourne is one of our cities in Australia. I'm actually from Melbourne originally, Arabian background, but born in Melbourne. And Melbourne's basically cold San Francisco. So take San Francisco and make it really cold, and that is basically Melbourne, and full of Australians and everyone else. Lily Coates, great seeing you. You're right, I need to protect my throat. And Andrea Zaspa, Andrea, I've been thinking about you, Andrea. And Subhash, welcome. If you just come in, like, share, comment, I love your work. And if I'm looking away, please don't think I'm being rude or anything. The reason why I'm looking away is because that's actually better on mobile. So I actually watch my own live from a mobile phone while I'm here, because I actually use it to keep an eye on all the comments and everything. It's actually really good. That's the thing that's really impressed me about LinkedIn Live. I used to think LinkedIn Live was trash, to be honest with you. And it's a combination of me, Ed, being wrong and them just improving it. So I got to say, it's just fantastic now. So if I'm looking away, please don't interpret that as a sign of disrespect. It is me actually respecting you and reading your comments. So again, we're on one of my LinkedIn lives. I'm here to talk about everything LinkedIn. You got any questions, you just ask. You just ask, all right? You just ask. And I'm just going to tell you some of the things that I've learned and just tell you what I think. Might be right, might be wrong. I'm just going to tell you what I think. I usually am correct, so there you go. Very rarely am I wrong. In fact, the thing you can blame me of is not being more confident in myself. So there you go. You can blame me. You can say I'm wrong on that one. All right, great to have you with us. I'm going to share some thoughts of you. Now, the number one thought I want to share with you about LinkedIn is LinkedIn Lives. I've done, as you know, I started this new series a few weeks ago, probably about 3 weeks ago now, actually, doing about 2 or 3 LinkedIn Lives a week if I'm at home or whatever. Now, the thing about LinkedIn Lives, you StreamYard, you have good internet and all that. Oh my God, Miss Sushi. I love you, Miss Sushi. We got, his name actually Sushrita. I didn't know that. I just always called you Miss Sushi. But oh my God, we got Sushrita. Her name's Miss Sushi or Sushrita Despande. She's an amazing lady. Sushi actually, Miss Sushi, I'm going to go on a tangent here. If you don't mind me talking about sushi, Miss Sushi, right? Amazing lady. She's actually one of the people that inspired me to become a LinkedIn influencer. So I saw Miss Sushi absolutely kick butt on LinkedIn. And the thing I love about Miss Sushi is that such a generous lady. When I was a nobody, this is one of the reasons why I like you, Miss Sushi. Oh, a lot of reasons why I like Miss Sushi. Amazing lady. When I was a nobody, she was so nice and generous to me. So if you are watching, follow Miss Sushi. She's Sushrita Despande on Facebook, or go to Miss Sushi on LinkedIn. So there you go. I didn't know your name was Sushrita, but cool name, Sushrita. I like it. There you go. But we've got a few celebrities. We've got you, we've got Miss Sushi, we've got Andrea Lilly and Subhasha. So if you just come in, like, share, comment. If you've got any LinkedIn questions or just any points about LinkedIn you want to say, tell me, because I want to hear it. And I love your work and just want to say how good looking you are. Oh, Miss Sushi, pleasure's all mine. I'm just so honored that someone like Miss Sushi has the time to tune into my live, and ironically from Facebook. So Miss Sushi is actually huge on LinkedIn, but she's actually watching from Facebook. So I love the irony, Sushi. There you go. We got Jaideep Chatterjee, and welcome. Now, one of the biggest things I want to share with you is a lot of you have been asking me about these LinkedIn Lives. And obviously, the LinkedIn Lives are fantastic. So I thought they sucked, and they did, for all fairness, for a while. I think the first year or two when they came out, they weren't that good when Microsoft was getting the technology there. Now, I'll tell you what, the live technology is optimum. They've really nailed it. And what I find amazing, I got to drink some hot coffee. As you notice, my voice is a bit raspy. As I keep talking, my voice dies. So I've got to keep it hot. So I've been drinking cups of hot water and Lemsip all day. So again, I think I'll get through this live, but getting through having my voice survive to tonight's webinar, Zoom tonight, I'm very worried about. Wayne Andrea said she met Miss Sushi in Singapore. That would be fantastic. Oh my God, we got Victor Tavishan. Victor is a great guy. Victor's actually a top website expert. Great seeing you, Victor. Appreciate you. And actually, while you're here as well, please use our lives as an opportunity to network. So share your website links, connect with each other. Please use it from that point of view, which is all very good. Now I've got a dry throat cough, so I'm going to mute and cough. So there you go. I should have apologized in advance. My throat is very raspy today, so every few minutes I'm going to hit the mute key and cough. So there you go. Yeah, and a lot of people said, Ed, you don't often get, other than the spider killing me a few months ago, I usually don't get sick other than spiders killing me. But this is just due, I'll be honest with you, just too many hours, just working too many hours, run myself down. We all do it. And it's really, I don't know if we all do it. Maybe you're as dumb as me to do it. If you're the person that works too hard and keeps running themselves down, stop it. Don't make my mistakes over and over again. I really beg of you to do that. But no, with the LinkedIn Lives, I found the afternoons are fantastic. So relative to your own time zone, again, I'm in the Australian time zone in Sydney, Eastern Seaboard time. But depending on your market, but let's assume it's your local market, best time to run a LinkedIn Live, and I've tested this one to death. The afternoons are fantastic. I've done the morning, I've done late at night, done it all. I can look you in the eye and say, you do the afternoons, and it appears to be 5 days a week as well, just to 7 days a week as well. So I actually did one on a Saturday a few weeks back. It was fantastic. So there you go. So my view of the LinkedIn Lives, or at least my research, is afternoons are the right time to do it. And you just do it. 7 days a week is fine, right? But again, it depends on your market and all that thing. Oh my God, Abu Khan. We got Abu Khan with us. Abu Khan's a great guy. He's a top entrepreneur coach and businessman. And he says, please take care of yourself. I'll try to, Abu Khan. Yeah, just overwork, but there you go. As long as my voice, I know my voice will survive this live. I just hope I don't kill my voice and get no. So, but at least on the Zoom, I don't have to talk that much. Yeah. So we're on a live's more challenging because you got to talk continuously. We're on a Zoom, you can sort of chill out. But Abu Khan, great seeing you. Oh, yeah, Catherine Lai, welcome, Catherine Lai, great seeing you. And we've got Alexander Aguilar, welcome from Venezuela. Wow. No way, Venezuela. That is so cool. Venezuela has all Cuba, Venezuela, all those ex-communist countries. Actually, are they still communist? Pardon my ignorance. I'm from the Southern Hemisphere. But the whole communist Latino bloc's always been a high up on my radar, especially Cuba and Venezuela. One of my really good friends lives down the road, is Venezuelan. And I said to her, her name's Fernanda Maria, right? What I'm sure it's a classic Venezuelan name, but Fernanda Maria. And Sanchez, of course. And she goes, Ed, you don't want to go to Venezuela. You don't want to do that. And I said, but what about all the cool stuff? And she's like, no, you got to do it. Oh my God, we got Adrian Lee. Got Adrian Lee watching on Facebook. Adrian Lee's a top LinkedIn influencer. And a bit of credit for Adrian Lee. Make sure you connect with Adrian Lee. We love you, Adrian Lee. Adrian Lee, actually, this he's not in the photo because he had to run, but this is the photo behind me as a Melbourne meetup. Adrian Lee, top LinkedIn expert influencer. He actually helped to start this meetup. So Adrian Lee, connect with Adrian Lee. He's a great man. So we had over like 50 people come through our meetup on Friday, and yeah, Adrian had to run off early. He had a doctor's business appointment. I'm saying someone else had a doctor's appointment. He had a business appointment. But he helped to start this group. So Adrian, if you're here, we love you. Make sure you connect with Adrian. I'm throwing some light on you. So again, LinkedIn Lives work well in the afternoon. Now, one of the key things that I say to you about LinkedIn, and this is so very important, is use it in the afternoon, okay? I find doing LinkedIn Lives in the afternoon is great. But what I found is really, really important is that you want to use LinkedIn and get a feel for it. You just want to keep at it, keep using LinkedIn, and you want to keep getting that organic, natural feel for it. Who's giving me those hands up? Thank you. Pardon me for looking away. I'm just checking out your comments on my mobile phone right here. But one of the key things is that, the more you use LinkedIn, is more you get that natural feel for it. So for in other words, a few weeks ago, when I started doing these new LinkedIn Lives, even I was a bit nervous, to be honest with you. Me of all people, I was actually a bit nervous about doing LinkedIn Lives, right? And because it was a new format, I was trying something new. I was, just going through imposter syndrome and all that. And the bit that I found fascinating, my awesome friends, is that as I kept cranking out the LinkedIn Lives, right, they went really well, of course. Here we are. What did really, really well out of the whole LinkedIn Live experience was that heaps of views. But as I spent more time on LinkedIn and looking at the LinkedIn lives, I worked out the best time. And likewise with my content, I put out so much content on LinkedIn. I've spent so much time on LinkedIn. I get a natural feel for it. That's another one thing is because the more you use LinkedIn, is the more you'll get that natural feel for it, right? And eventually you get that muscle memory. So these days, almost every post I do does incredibly well because I've been posting for so long and I just know not just the platform, but I know my fan bases, my follower bases. Thank you, by the way. And also to their expectations. And I love your work, Adrian. By the way, if you just come in, hit that like, hit that share, hit that comment, say hello, tell me where you're from. Network. Got any LinkedIn questions or sales or networking questions, please throw them at me. I'll try and answer it. I get 9 out of 10 of them. There are questions I won't be able to answer, but most of them I should be able to take care of beautifully, which is all good. So you want to use it and get a feel for it. That's number one. Number two, my friends, is that you want to know who you are focusing on. I'll say it again. You want to know who you are focusing on. So who are your customers? Who are the people that you're targeting? This is extremely important, right? Hey, thank you. Lassie's actually on Facebook watching. Hey, wonderful, Lassie. Lassie says, I love your husky voice. Well, thank you, sweetie. It's really, really good. It'll probably last hopefully another day or two, but I'm just I was in two schools, not two schools, haha. I was in two minds about doing this LinkedIn Live. I thought, what if I lose my voice for tonight's Zoom? And I thought, stuff it, I just have to live, I just don't care. Now, it doesn't hurt that much, just a bit husky, but the hot coffee's helped me. And cheers to you. I bet you're watching the recording or here live to you. I love your work. Catherine Lai, thank you. She says, Lee, pardon me if I'm murdering your name. It's probably Lee, actually. Catherine Lee, love, love, love attraction, yes. Now, Andrea's asked me a really, really good question. I'm really worried about my cat. My cat's trying to rip open the sliding door, so I'm a little bit worried. Anyway, yeah, my cat's down there, and we've got a sliding door, and I think the cat's trying to pull the sliding door open, so I'm extremely concerned. Hey, you stop that, cat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Yeah, so cat, there's a bit of trivia for you. I actually do my LinkedIn lives in the kitchen, right? It's an old kitchen, but it's a beautiful, Lassie's here to let the cat up, but the cat doesn't care, right? So we've actually got, okay, it's old, but it's actually a nice, big and beautiful kitchen. And it's got a green wall, so I got a built-in green screen. There you go. Now, Andrea's Asper, sorry about that. Lassie let the cat out, which is good because I was worried the cat was going to rip the sliding door off, which has happened before. Now, Andrea Zaspo, who's awesome, Andrea, love your work, says, what do you think about LinkedIn audio? I don't like it. So, just being honest with you. Now, I suppose LinkedIn audio is designed to compete with, it got rid of Clubhouse. Remember that thing called Clubhouse that tanked? Clubhouse really upset me when they didn't support Android. So I have a bit of a beef with Clubhouse, you would say. But first thing is that LinkedIn audio was originally created to really sort of stick it to Clubhouse, which is bravo. But the other thing it was also created for was also to be sort of a podcasting solution. Now, I'm not into it. Adrian, love your work, appreciate you. Thank you, Adrian Lee, we love you. Now, I'm probably the wrong, because I'm not into podcasts. I listen to more YouTube. I listen to more live streaming. So I don't really listen to podcasts or LinkedIn audio. So I got two answers. I don't know much about LinkedIn audio, but I'm not sure if I'm the customer for LinkedIn audio because I much rather jump on YouTube. I'd much rather watch a LinkedIn live or do a LinkedIn live. So I don't know. I'm pretty dark on. Is it something? I'll frame it differently. If you said to me, Ed, should I do a LinkedIn audio or a LinkedIn live? I'll tell you to do a LinkedIn live because you'll get more views, you'll get more exposure, and that sort of thing. So I'm dark on LinkedIn audio, but that might come from my own bias or ignorance. So my advice to you is check it out. Don't take what I said on regard there, but I'll give you this answer. I think you should do LinkedIn Lives way before you do LinkedIn Audios because LinkedIn Lives are just fantastic. You get thousands of views. It has that great impression. Plus, it's that full experience. And, I think it's really, really good. I think they've nailed it. So there you go. But I might be making a false equivalent. Should I be comparing LinkedIn Lives to LinkedIn Audios? Maybe, maybe not, but I'm not sold on the whole LinkedIn audio thing. So if someone can persuade me or tell me, don't just tell me I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong to educate me, I'd love it. Now, this is the next one that I want to talk about. And if you've got any questions, go ahead. Think through how you sell, right? And a lot of people don't, right? A lot of people don't. And what I mean by that is that the problem that I think a lot of people have on LinkedIn is they don't actually think through what they're doing on LinkedIn and how they're doing it. or think through how they sell. So what will happen is they'll use let's say in their business, they don't really know how to sell that well. They'll then jump on LinkedIn, things won't work out, and they'll be, oh, that LinkedIn, that Microsoft LinkedIn, that cost me this. No, it's actually probably you. What I'm getting at is that if you don't know how to sell and you don't have a good sales process, it doesn't matter whether you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Insta or TikTok, it's not going to work, right? So this is, I suppose, in a way, not a LinkedIn remark, but a LinkedIn remark. You got to know how to sell. How do you sell? How many people do you have to reach out to every day, for example? What is your sales process? So, for example, quite often is I like to reach out to at least 50 people a day, right? Which is pretty standard for me, in business. Quite often I reach out to 100 people a day, which is great. And and that could be anything. That could be me inviting them to a webinar. That could be me, let's say someone I know pretty well. That could be me inviting them to check out my paid program, one of my paid workshops or whatever. So my point being is that you want to really think through how you sell and how you go about it. Catherine Lai, I love your work. She's saying catnip. Talk about catnip. Thank God the cat got out. So we've got a sliding door in the kitchen. And if you pull it that way, it rips it off its track, right? And you meant obviously it's a sliding door. If you pull it that way, so sometimes the kids are going, yeah, and it'll like sway that out. And on a sliding door, you want a sliding door to go that way, not that way. So that's where it gets ripped off and expensive. Gabrielle Fagade, welcome, Gabrielle. Thank you for joining us. Shirley Cooper from Facebook. Now, I've got to pause for a second. I've got to mute and cough for a moment. Don't go anywhere. There we go. So I've worked out I can last 5 minutes. Then I have to do a forced cough of my rusty throat. My raspy. Say rusty. Is it raspy? I don't know. Anyway, Shirley, I love your work. Shirley Cooper, you are awesome. Now, you got to create content to bring the right people to you. And I can't say this enough. You've got to share great content to bring the right people to you. And I'm very much like that. That's why I do things like LinkedIn Lives. That's actually, I'll use this as an example. So we teach LinkedIn and run a business network, right? And so our business is based on LinkedIn and networking. So if I'm doing a LinkedIn Live, I've made my LinkedIn Live just purely to talk about LinkedIn. So I've considered, should I talk about sales? Should I talk about this and that on my LinkedIn Lives? The answer is no. A lot of my content is quite general, but I thought, no, my LinkedIn Lives need to be a LinkedIn experience where I talk purely about LinkedIn. And it's really, really good. Oh, no, another cough for air. And that's one of the reasons why I love StreamYard and all that. You can hit the mute key while you cough or something crazy happens. So we drink some more coffee. So I've been with you guys talking for 18 minutes straight, and now my voice is starting to fail. So I better hurry up. Next question is, would you hire and buy you? So are you putting out content that would make you hire and buy you? That's the big question. And if you're not, I really invite you to really rethink this, right? So are you trying to get a job? Are you trying to get promoted? Are you selling a product? Are you selling your own services? Would you buy it and would you pay the price that you're offering? The answer is hell yeah, maybe you should increase your prices. If, however, my legendary friends, the answer is no, you wouldn't. You might want to rethink what you're doing. How can you make your offer more valuable, more compelling? How can you deliver more to people? And we got Gabrielle Fagade says, LinkedIn experience, something great to talk about. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've decided, my LinkedIn Lives, we're going to have a LinkedIn experience. Rinse and repeat, very obvious. And this is where a lot of people really go wrong, not just with LinkedIn, but just sales and marketing in general. A lot of people will go on sprees where they sell and market, then they'll stop. One of the reasons why we're still around is every day I'm on it. Every day, rinse and repeat. We're doing more LinkedIn. I'm just liking all your comments. Thank you, by the way. Just come in, like, share, comment, say hello. But rinse and repeat. Get on every day. Do some more content. Keep it moving. And, of course, you want to feel great about using LinkedIn, which is very important. Now, my voice, I think I've got about 60 seconds less. My voice is on the edge of failure. So I'm actually going to finish up. You got any questions? Now's the time to ask. Got any questions? Pop them in the chat, like, share, comment. Oh, and just quick sell job too. Quick sell job from Ed. If you love what I'm about, we've got a fantastic LinkedIn Influencer Mastery workshop coming up. So just message me if you're interested. And also too, we've got a great influencer program too. So be it you want a workshop or an ongoing mentoring program, we've got some fantastic LinkedIn stuff for you. So if you're interested, just send me a message and I can send you all the links and details. Now, before my voice fails, I'm just going to do a quick recap. Then I'm going to go and drink some lemon honey or something. So you rock, and these are my LinkedIn secrets. Number one, use LinkedIn and get the feel for it. And I mentioned this one before. LinkedIn Lives I found work beautifully in the afternoon, 7 days a week. Number two, know exactly who your customers are, know exactly who you're focusing on and what you're trying to do. Are you career driven? Are you business driven? Are you selling product or service? Number three, think through how you sell beyond LinkedIn. How many people do you reach out to a day? What's the sales process? Do you have any landing pages? Those type of things. Create content that brings people to you. And would you hire and buy you? If the answer is no, then you got to add more value to what you're doing. Number six, rinse and repeat. Number seven, feel great using LinkedIn, which is fantastic. And we've got a few shares. Oh, thank you. Andrea Zaspo, great seeing you. Andrea says, get better, it was good to see you. You too, Andrea, and coming to our Zoom team time. And Gabriel Pagard makes a good counterpoint. But LinkedIn shouldn't be about sales. It should be about what can benefit others. Exactly. However, you need to get paid for using LinkedIn. And I mean this from 2 points of view. If you, let's say you're career driven, right? You want your LinkedIn experience to help you get better jobs and earn more money. Fair point. If you're running a business, you want your LinkedIn to help grow your business. However, I understand the spirit of what you're saying. You can't sit there and sell, sell, sell. You got to deliver value. For example, I'm doing this LinkedIn Live. I'm sitting here giving you all my LinkedIn secrets. Most people, a lot of people I know teach LinkedIn wouldn't do this, right? They'll charge you before they tell you what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here doing it for free. So again, I'm working hard right here to give you value. That's what it's about. And I agree. So yes, you got to give value on LinkedIn, but you need to make sure it's working out for you. Is it helping you build your personal brand? Is it helping you attract the business opportunities? Is it going your way? These are some of the key things. But I got to say a big thank you. I appreciate all your shares. Now, I'm very impressed that my voice has lasted this long. I actually need to lie down now. It's funny when you get this sore throat. You can talk, but it takes like 5 times the amount of energy to speak. But I just didn't care. I just had to do a live because I love your work. So, friends, thank you again for your honorable mentions. Yeah, talk to me if you need help on LinkedIn. Got some great programs and workshops. We've got our weekly networking Zoom tonight, Monday, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Just message me again. And make sure you connect with Lassie as well. Thank you again. Love your work. Like, share, comment. Stay awesome, my friends. You are awesome.